So this is the nature of paramagnetic substance. What about the susceptibility of the paramagnetic substance? If we are looking at the susceptibility of the paramagnetic substance, they are getting weakly attracted towards the magnet, so we can call the susceptibility. The susceptibility for paramagnetic substance is small because they are getting weakly attracted but positive. They are getting attracted, so we can call their susceptibility is positive, but they are weakly attracted, so we can call the susceptibility is small. So the susceptibility for paramagnetic substance is small and positive. Now, what are the examples of the paramagnetic substance? Then we have number of the examples. Few examples we can consider as aluminium, manganese, chlorium, platinum, oxygen, sodium, calcium, lithium, copper, chloride, tungsten, niobium. These are the few examples of the paramagnetic substance. So understood what is the paramagnetic substance? The substances which are getting weakly attracted towards the magnet are called paramagnetic substance. The susceptibility for paramagnetic substance is small and positive. If you consider one example of the paramagnetic substance, and if you consider one slab of the paramagnetic substance, in the absence of the magnetic field, the dipoles are randomly aligned or randomly oriented. In case of a weak external magnetic field, out of the all dipoles, few dipoles will get aligned in the direction of the external magnetic field, while other dipoles are randomly oriented. In third case, if you are applying the strong external magnetic field, then in that case, few dipoles or all dipoles will get aligned into the direction of the external magnetic field. Suppose in the third case, if we are removing the external magnetic field, then what will happen? If you are removing the external magnetic field, then we are getting the first case again. If you are removing the external magnetic field, then dipole loses its magnetism. Paramagnetic substance loses its magnetism, and again we can see the dipoles aligned in randomly, so they are randomly oriented again. So whenever the external strong magnetic field is present, only in that case paramagnetic substance shows the magnetism. If you remove the external magnetic field, then we can see again the dipoles are randomly oriented, means they lose the magnetism. Paramagnetic substance loses the magnetism on removal of external strong magnetic field. So this is about the paramagnetic substances. The paramagnetic substances, magnetism is also depending on the temperature. If you are increasing the temperature, then paramagnetic substance loses their magnetism. So this is about the paramagnetic substance and diamagnetic substance. Now we have some time, so we will go for one numerical from this chapter. We consider one numerical based on the previous topic. Okay, I'll take one numerical based on the previous topics. Find the magnetization of a bar magnet. Find the magnetization of a bar magnet. A bar magnet of length 5 centimeter, of length 5 centimeter, and cross sectional area cross sectional area. What is the cross sectional area? 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. No, sorry, 2 centimeters square. The area is 2 centimeter square. If the magnetic moment is 1 ampere meter square, if the magnetic moment is 1 ampere meter square, what is to determine here? We have to determine the value of magnetization. What is the magnetization? So what are the given terms? If you look at the given terms, find the magnetization. Magnetization mz question mark of length. Length is given as a 5 centimeter. So how one can convert the length from centimeter to meter? Just multiply the given number by 10 raised to minus 2. So now it is converting into the meter. Then area of cross section. What is the area? 2 centimeter square. So how would you convert centimeter square into meter square? So 2 centimeter means 10 raised to minus 2 square. So instead of centimeter you can write 10 raised to minus 2. Again there is a square. So we can write 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. So this is about the area is given. Now magnetization. So length is given, area is given. So what about the volume? You can determine. What is the volume? We can write the volume as a length into breadth into height. What is the volume? Length into breadth into height. But what is length into breadth? Length into breadth is the area. So into height. So area into height is also the volume. So put the value of area. What is the area? 2 into 10 raised to minus 4. What is the height? Height, so we can consider as the length as a height. We can consider the length as a height. So it is 5 into 10 raised to minus 2. So 5 to the 10 into minus 4 minus 2 becomes minus 6. So we can write 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube is the volume in this case. So we have the area, we have the length, so we can determine the volume by multiplying the area with the length. Now what is the magnetization? In the previous lecture we have seen that what is the magnetization? Net magnetic dipole moment. Net magnetic dipole moment. Net orbital magnetic moment per unit volume. Net orbital magnetic moment per unit volume. Magnetic moment is given. What is orbital magnetic moment? Magnetic moment is 1 ampere meter square. So 1, there is nothing. 1 is nothing but. So we can put the value of orbital magnetic moment as a 1 ampere meter square. What is the volume? 10 into 10 raised to minus 6. If you are sending this 10 raised to minus 6 to the numerator, so it becomes 1 into 10 raised to plus 6 divided by 10. So reduce the power by 1. So what will happen? 10 into 10 raised to 5 by 10. So 10 raised to 5 is nothing but the magnetization. 10 raised to 5 or 1 into 10 raised to 5. What is the unit? Ampere meter is the, sorry, ampere per meter. Not ampere meter, but it is ampere per meter is the unit of magnetization. So we can derive the value of magnetization by using this formula. So the formula is magnetization means orbital magnetic moment per unit volume. So orbital magnetic moment is given as a 1 and volume we have derived as area into height. We have